Hey everyone.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
Greetings.
Greetings. Hello, my
Hope
people.
you're all doing okay.
We're here.
It is wonderful to see everyone.
We have sparkly trees all around us. We're live on location in our living room. Plus dining room.
We're on location.
Yeah, we are.
It's true. It's true. We are on location. Just getting everything set up here.
Yeah.
How is everyone doing
we're
tonight?
Getting all of our electronic devices going. Ugh, so much work.
Lena says glitter, glitter.
No glitter.
I like the glitter thing. Hold on.
It's terrifying. What are you doing over there?
Doing okay.
No, oh, you're making sure we're connected?
Yeah, everything's okay. Well, we're doing okay. Everyone's saying hello.
Balluno, Steve, Noah, Pam, Lady Jammers.
Lady Jamers.
Jamers. Oh, I don't have my glasses on. So Stacy Rogers, Pearl Manhattan, Jonathan,
Pam's
and
Pam. Lena. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Trees and more trees. Yes, indeed.
Doug,
lots of trees.
A drink for you to calm your nerves of glitter. Oh,
Lady Gamer says,
I don't think there's enough alcohol in the world to calm
seriously.
Glitter's like bacon. It makes everything. Oh no, it doesn't. Glitter has its own universe and force field. It just sucks all the energy and it just like it's everywhere and you just can't get rid of it.
It does tend to happen that way. Hi, Orlando guy. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Orlando guy. Good to see you.
Burke, Brooklyn, Noah, Samantha. Oh gosh, I love all you.
Oh, by the way, Orlando guy, I just subscribed to your channel. That's cute stuff. Okay. So how is everyone doing tonight? It is good to see everyone.
Crown Royal apple with Coke. Wow. Yeah.
Oh dear Lord, no. Doug does not.
I think a kamikaze with vodka, tequila, brandy, rum, and then just put it all in and just let it rip.
Hey, look, it's Kelly the Mickey Bunch. Hello, how are you doing? Dreamer Deborah, Lee Ann, great to see you. And Noah, of course, always nice to see you. And Meg, thank you so much for sending everyone our way. Great to see everyone here.
Yay. So, like I said, live on location to that's the Disney tree that rotates, and then
it's rotating.
It's rotating. We're in our living room / dining room table, but it's one of those combo jobs.
Yeah.
So, okay. So Doug wants a trash can. Works for me. Oh, is that what they call? Like I heard it's the kamikaze. I heard it's the graveyard.
Oh, look at that. Tony Phantasmic Chronicles. Thank you for joining.
I do have alcoholic eggnog I did buy at Costco.
No, that's true.
So
apparently Samantha was at Candlelight at Epcot tonight and she streamed it. Mike was saying that the audio was really good. Okay. Yeah, it was Neil Patrick Harris tonight. Yeah, we'll have to go back and catch that. Donna was telling me earlier about that. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, Trix, hi, thanks for being here. It's good to see everyone. We are actually in our element tonight after all the work that we have done. Walt, hello.
You would never sand a floor
since September. I need a drink. Oh, so we're in, like I said, we're in our element after all the work from September. Now we're here. Finally, all the Christmas trees in the forest.
This room is done.
Rob Fuzz, good to see you. How are you doing? Yeah. Meanwhile, my forest is still being constructed. I've got a fireplace, hallway, kitchen, and a dining room tree to continue decorating. Oh, wow. Wow. So I've still got lots to do at my place. Yeah, definitely.
We're not quite, but it's because some of it's self-inflicting and we still need a faff with some other things. But it's overall, it's never going to end.
We have 26 trees right now. We're actually thinking about number 27 at the moment.
Yeah.
That one won't take that long to put together, though. No, I don't think so. We have the lights for it. The tree's only about 3 feet tall. And we'll have quite a few decorations on it. So it'll be good.
Yeah, it's not going to be littered with decorations. It's just going to look festive. And we only found one box at Target bin when we were there yesterday. One box. So I don't know if we had one up in our box, but it was so hidden that it wouldn't hurt to buy an extra one anyway. And we only just found the one out of that whole Target.
Hey,
so,
Rob, T-1 hour. Yeah, Ben.
so jams and
Ben,
lights.
explain, why is Rob Fuzz saying thanks for the help, Ben?
Yeah.
All right, everyone. For those of you out there who know Rob Fuzz, which everyone does, Rob contacted me on the day after Thanksgiving, and he and his wife were putting their tree together, and he reached out for help because he wanted to know how to light a tree the Pepper Tree Villa way. So I gave him a quick tutorial via FaceTime after I received a picture from him where his wife had started lighting the tree, and I just thought to myself, oh dear, they need help.
Oh dear, dear. It's like Piglet.
So I had a little private tutoring session for about 20 minutes via FaceTime and got them on the right track. And Rob sent me a picture of the results, and they have a beautiful 7-foot tree with 2,200 lights. And it's
not just beautiful,
wow.
it's stunning. It's a beautiful tree.
It is
Rob,
really
can
pretty.
you put up the model number or the model type of tree did you get? Was it a Norwegian or what was it from Balsam Hill? I want to know what kind of beautiful tree you got.
Look at that. Orlando guy says PTV trees are the bestest.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
They're
Yeah,
everywhere.
we will be taking you on a tour of the trees as the month goes on. However, tonight we want to talk about how that all came to be.
Yeah, so right behind here is the Grove. That's 3 trees. They're all with frosty friends that are Hallmark ornaments.
And little snowballs.
And snowballs that hang off of it. And then, of course, behind us is the Disney tree. 7.5 feet of Disney goodness. It's 1,000 ornaments. 1,700 lights, I think it is. Was it 1,700, Ben?
I think it's 1,800.
1,800, okay. 1,800 lights on that tree this year. And, of course, Mickey is on top. Santa Mickey, to be exact. And he's got that vintage look from the 2001 collection at Disneyland. It's just wonderful.
Stacy, you are not failing if you have 900 lights on a 7-foot tree. That is respectable.
That is respectable.
That's not bad. It's considered 200
is-
lights per foot in our world.
But that's more than the average.
Oh.
Usually the average is about 100 lights per foot. So, Stacey, you're doing great.
Yes.
So, Mike says PTV's tree should go into a special Christmas
Can't wait
Smithsonian
until-
Museum display.
One day tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a new show on Disney Plus.
Oh.
Oh, wonderful.
I heard the new Imagineering. All I just saw is this title, but the
Okay.
new Imagineering thing, the new episode,
Mhm.
is about Disney admitting that Paul Pressler screwed up Disneyland.
Oh, big time. I watched the episode.
Okay, so I don't know what it's about. I'm like, wow.
The show, the show does stand behind what Arnie and I have maintained for the last 20 years. And it does go into depth about how in 1994, when Michael Eisner lost his nerve creatively because of the budgetary fiasco of Disneyland Paris, they thought, okay, if we're going to be doing parks, we're going to be doing parks on the cheap.
Mhm.
Pretty much what it came down to. And they put people who knew how to run a business in charge of the theme park division. And that's not what you do.
No.
Theme parks, especially Disney theme parks, are different. And you need someone who has Disney park experience to run the place.
Absolutely. That was episode 4 of the Imagineering story.
Yeah, I just got dumped, and everybody was just all the Disney files because it's something that we've been
talking
about.
Yeah,
Hi,
we've
Mark.
talked about that for 20 years. Hello, Mark.
Yeah. So for finding that they finally did it. Yeah, he got Yes Man. Eisner put Yes Man all around them.
Yeah, if you have
And that's
not,
what screwed up everything.
oh, I just caught a picture of this my
Hey, I got my.
Yeah.
yeah, but you got Mickey on. I'm doing a Christmas with Snoopy.
No, I got my Mickey. Oh, I have the Mickey.
It's a Pepper Tree Villa.
Yeah, so we're all looking at our clothes.
So
So
anyway,
what it comes down to is that you guys have to tune into episode 4 of the Disney of the Imagineering story. It's really well done.
okay.
We're up in our eyeballs.
gonna have to watch that.
We'll squeeze it in.
Yeah, we just finished making our mango pineapple
Oh
jam
my
tonight.
God.
We made apple pie jam last night. Tomorrow night,
2 batches of apple pie jam.
tomorrow
last
night's
night.
another batch of mango pineapple. Then we make strawberry banana, a lullaberry, and apricot. So we're kind of behind the game right now, but we will get ahead of it. So yeah, definitely. That's
Yes.
right.
That's
Frank Wells.
very true, Orlando guy. See, the thing is that a lot of people in Florida didn't feel the effect of Paul Pressler until he became overall parks and resorts.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Disneyland suffered under his tyranny and budget slashing for a couple of years.
3 years.
Oh my gosh, it was
94
terrible,
to-
terrible,
No, no, no,
terrible.
no. 2 years, 94 to about 96, and then Cynthia Harris came in.
Yeah,
In late 90s.
Late 90s.
when they changed a store that used to have like nice jewelry and beautiful gifts under glass, and they put plush toys under glass.
Mm-hmm.
That, by the
You
way,
knew there was something wrong.
that was the Briar Patch right outside Splash Mountain at Disneyland in
Yep.
Critter Country.
But if you want to see the two defining factors of the 90s that affected Eisner completely, it was Disneyland Paris and Frank Wells died. That is the, if you want to look at lineage of history, those two were defining because it happened in the same time.
Okay, she says, I figured out how to get more lights on my tree next year because I don't think we're putting up one up this year. All I have to do is show Ray all of PTV's trees. Then he will want more lights. Well,
Stacy, if you would like us to send you some pictures, up close and personal pictures of those trees, so you can see how dense the lighting is, we'd be more than happy to do that.
And I will be releasing a video in a modified Vlogmas type of thing where I will be showing how we light one individual branch of a tree, and you repeat the process throughout the entire tree, and you got yourself a pepper tree villa tree.
Okay, and then once to Eisner's credit, he did create Disney Cruise Line, which has been a huge success.
Yeah, it was profitable from day one.
Eisner, I'm not dismissing
I'm
not dismissing Eisner and the how things that he created, because he did do some very good things for the company. But
the name of the episode is Hit or Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a lot of hits and misses, but the big defining one was Frank Wells dying and Disneyland Paris failing.
This is even after Frank Wells died, because the third episode ends with his death. The fourth episode is Hit or Miss, and it talks about what happened after Frank Wells's passing.
We didn't watch 3 then.
No, we have not.
Oh, we're so far behind.
You guys are behind.
Well, we have medical issues.
Tell you what, let's go ahead and get started
with
what we actually want to talk about.
Yeah, we can go ad nauseum about Disney
Because
Plus because of Rob Fuzz.
If we don't get on with talking about the Christmas Forest origins, we won't get it finished.
Mike, thank you so
this
much.
tree's rotating.
Yeah, we actually need to do a look at that. Steve's thank you, Steve, for corroborating my story. I am correct.
What are you correct about?
About where episode 3 stopped and episode 4 took off. But you guys are behind, so that's no big deal.
Good night, Tracy. Thanks for joining. So anyway,
Because my in-laws
the
have
Christmas
too much
Forest.
going on right now.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Hi, Max. Welcome to the stream.
Stacey Rogers is talking about, we're not going to put it up for this year because of my in-laws' health. And it's just too much now.
That's
Let's
fair.
just say we had a level of that because of a lot of things happening. Let's just say it was super hard. That's why it's taken over 2.5 months to do ours. And I wouldn't, if it did, I would normally not do this.
The Orlando guy is right. Steve has spoken.
Steve.
Life gets in the way sometimes. Fortunately, I was able to get some time to be able to start putting up my stuff behind me, because I've got my tree over here, and over my left shoulder here, I've got my Hallmark Village with one modified thing that I did put up. It's kind of out of scale, but I wanted to include it in the village. Let me pull it up over here so you can see it.
He's getting the village.
I don't know what's going on. I'm confused.
He's getting the village, so you can get an idea of what they look like. And there's the sign. Oh, let's go ahead and zoom in on that.
No, that's cute.
Yeah,
I love that. That sign is just great. Not very fun.
Billboard.
It's cute and it doesn't light up. It's just a tchotchke, right?
It is just a simple billboard. It does not light up, but I wanted to put it next to the village. It's a little out of scale with the village, but you know what? The village is for me, and I can build it any way I want. So I got my billboard.
So yeah, I feel the same way. There's no right or wrong way to decorate when you enjoy it. If you like it, it's done the correct way.
No, we're not living your life from everybody else, and you shouldn't think of what other people should have.
I'm with Rob Fuzz. I love that.
And it is a Department 56 piece that Knott's Berry Farm arranged to have done for their park.
That's great.
I'm going to go put this back. Excuse me.
I just blame Rob Fuzz on everything. Just because he brings Disney Plus, it puts everybody in a tizzy. Rob Fuzz, you heard that.
Okay, Rob is awesome. Rob,
I agree with Rob.
I have toned down Christmas decorations. I love them and putting them up, but I'm a ski instructor, and at the end of the season, I just don't get around from getting decorations done. Oh, we get ours down around Valentine's Day.
See, Tony, this is when you should actually be not celebrating Christmas when everyone else does it. You need to do it in July.
Yeah,
Christmas in July. That way you can really enjoy your decorations and then take them down at a time.
Absolutely.
Oh, we keep some of ours up until Valentine's Day.
Okay, let's get to the topic on hand.
Okay.
Our forest kind of grew out of our family growing. Back in the mid 90s, actually it goes all the way back to the late 80s.
Late 80s, yeah.
Yeah. Back in the late 80s, Arnie and I were still in college. We were living with our parents. And our father passed away unexpectedly when we were both in. I was still in college. Arnie had just graduated and was doing an internship.
No. I was finishing off.
Oh, right. That's right.
Yeah.
You were finishing. You were going to graduate.
The week
graduated 4
my
months later.
father died, he saw my junior recital in school, and I had never seen him prouder.
Yeah.
So he was very happy and proud of what I had accomplished in college, and then a week later he was gone.
Yeah. But out of that came a combination of two households becoming one.
This is 1989, right?
Yes.
1989. Our sister and brother-in-law moved in with us to help us pay the bills because mom's income wasn't going to be able to do it all by ourselves. So Arnie and I continued to pay for college as we went along because at that time you could still afford to do that in California. I think the most expensive quarter I paid for in tuition was just under $400, which is unfathomable these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when it came time for that, we had a very traumatic 1989. We lost our father. Then we had to put our dog to sleep because he was unfixable. He was really sick. The music minister of our church was asked to step down by the new pastor who'd come on board.
And we were very involved in the music department.
Yeah.
And then
we suffered the Loma Prieta earthquake in San Francisco that same year. So it was like one thing after another. Tom, our brother-in-law and sister came in, moved in with us, and we blended two families together for a while.
And what was really helpful was after all the traumatic experiences, we thought, you know what, let's have some happy. So at Christmas time, we decided to do more than just one tree.
Yeah.
Tom and Sherry and their family did their own tree on where did they do their tree? Was
in
it
the dining room?
Dining room?
Yeah.
And then we did our tree in the living room.
Yep. And we didn't have that many ornaments at that time. We were just beginning our collection.
Yeah.
Now, was this a real tree? How big was it?
Our tree, our 1989 Christmas tree was the last real tree we ever purchased.
In the house there in Oakland.
Yeah. And we had been going to this one tree lot in Oakland for years. The woman who helped us was this little woman named Mary. She looked just like Tammy Faye Baker. For those of you who don't know who Tammy Faye Baker looks like, do a Google search and you'll understand why we bring it up that way, because we can identify with that.
Yeah.
But it paints a picture. We decided to do two trees. Tom and Sherry would set up their tree with their family. Arnie and I set up our tree with our mom, and we had two trees.
So Max is saying they have a delay in school tomorrow because of the weather in New Jersey.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
The whole Northeast, everyone up there in the Northeast.
The weather's going to be wonky.
Yeah. So that was kind of the origins of our Christmas forest. So 30 years ago was when we started to do more than one tree in our house. As the years went on, I moved to Southern California in 1994, and Arnie joined me. They still had 2 trees up in Oakland for that Christmas in 1994, but Arnie and I had our own tree because we had taken our ornaments with us that we had. And hey, D&G, we combined
big pickle, a little pickle. Talk to the guys about pickles.
Yeah.
And so, yes, 1994 LA or Southern California.
Big Pickle got dizzy by.
Big Pickle got really dizzy, and I didn't have enough medication for him. He was nauseous. He got motion sickness at our house.
Anyway, Arnie and I set up our own tree in our apartment in Orange County. And let's see. Okay, did anyone else notice that Doug and Arnie have the cool blue hue and Ben has a fiery red hue?
We have an ancient,
like cool miser and heat miser.
Yes, we have an ancient laptop that we got exactly Thanksgiving of 2012, and it's a 2012 brand. So this thing is exactly 7 years old.
My husband,
and it's still chugging right along.
Destinations Chronicles. My husband grew up in Pinole, in the Bay Area. Oh, I know where Pinole is.
We know exactly. It's not kind of far from us.
As one of our local weather guys used to say, "Hello, Pinole."
Pinole.
You're a toasty 85 today.
So anyway, we started with the tree, and actually the next year I set up a miniature tree because Hallmark had gotten us hooked on Hallmark miniature ornaments.
Yeah. Donna, thank you so much.
It's always everybody's fascinated.
By the way, take a look closely and you'll see that the Disney tree behind us is rotating as well.
Yeah, we're live in our grand living room.
Arnie and Doug's Disney tree is similar to mine, only on a grander scale because it's bigger and whiter. But because mine is so small, it's a challenge to decorate it, which is why you see more ornaments on it than you do tree.
Yeah.
I could just like pile all the ornaments here, string lights around and look the same, but not quite as nice.
There's so many sparkles. Yes.
Let's get back on track with the story. Arnie and I had similar collections because we knew at some point that we would be going our separate directions as life went on. So because of that, he got one half of the tree, I got the other half of the tree, and we tried to maneuver our ornaments so they wouldn't be like similar ones right next to each other. They'd be on opposite sides of the tree.
Yeah, so that was our first tree in Southern California in our apartment in Orange County.
Yep. And we actually had live trees down there.
Yeah, we had a live tree.
That was a live tree.
That was a live tree in 1994. I remember going out and buying it and thinking, "Oh my goodness, we just spent $25 on a tree."
Oh, we were so tight for cash when we were living in Orange County. It's just, I can't even think about it. I went to the grocery store and cried sometimes.
I cried just buying silverware at Target. I remember that first night.
Okay, my turn. As a childhood growing up in Reno, Nevada, we always had a real tree. And many years we would go up and cut them up in the Sierra Nevada mountains because we're like, Reno's not far. We were like right on the Sierra Nevada mountains. So we would cut giant tree, our tree down, and we would get our tree, and it was a silver tip, and it wafted and off-gassed, and that was the smell of Christmas. Then we moved to California in 1992, bought a real tree, and it almost caught on fire. It was so dry because we're not used to, we're used to kind of cutting ours down or going to tree lots that get it. So we bought our first fake tree, and it was pretty, and we just did one. But I always had a little one in my bedroom, always, since I was a wee young chap. So I always had an addiction to what?
Mars
cut a tree like Clark Griswold.
Well, you didn't have to dig it up. You actually had a saw.
No, we had a saw. We had to go out, and it was just like, since I'm so fussy, I always went into it. I was never happy with it. And I remember one year vividly, we cut one. My dad and I actually went with them separately, and we went up and cut one. We brought it home, we put it in the garage, and one side, I don't know what happened, one whole side was shaved in half. So after, I guess, some hissing and family kind of talking, the tree was so absolutely ugly and bare that we ended up throwing it away. We went to the Kmart and we bought a real tree in the Kmart parking lot to make up for the one that it was just so ugly.
So
I do remember that. It was kind of a weird story.
Destinations Chronicles just did a video on Reno's Riverwalk district.
It's cool. They've really changed it since I've been there.
We have to search that video out. I did not see that one pop up in my feed. So
Yeah.
we'll be watching that one.
I mean, 27 years of living in the Bay Area.
And then Stacey Rogers says she finally saw Christmas Vacation. So now she understands the Clark Griswold references.
Oh, yes.
Stacey, I hope you enjoyed the film.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Arnie's and my early things with the forest. We've got Doug's early incarnations of the forest. Let's go forward. Arnie and I were in Orange County for about 3 years. By 1999, our ornament collections had grown so much that we started to do a few trees through the house. My sister and her husband, their family had one tree, and then they also had a miniature tree. We had a big tree in the living room. Arnie and I each had kind of medium-sized trees of our own and miniature trees. We had a tree in our kitchen. All together that year, we had 10 trees, and we put up a website showing the 10 trees. And
is this the pink nightmare from Christmas Story? I want one. Okay.
We brought the pink nightmare today.
I want
a pink bunny suit.
Yeah. Shh, don't say anything. Dances with Goofy bought a bunny suit today.
I want a pink nightmare. What year was that again? Circa 1999.
Yeah. So that year we had 10 trees in our house. For the first time, we went into double digits.
Because you moved back home to the Bay Area in
97.
By Christmas of 97.
Yeah. But by then, our ornament collections were growing extensively because we had a lot more cash because we were living at home at that time. And we didn't have to necessarily pay rent. So we were able to throw a lot of money towards acquiring new ornaments. So at that time, we said, let's go for it. Let's see what we could do. And we had a lot of fun setting up Christmas that year.
I also remember putting together a website with that too.
Yeah.
All 10 trees online showing people what we had done in the house, and people loved it.
It was a packbell.net site. That's how long ago it was.
Wow.
Yeah, packbell.net.
Just when DSL was just got incarnated.
It was practically a GeoCities site.
Oh, it was. It definitely was. So anyway, so we had the 10 trees there, and we thought, you know what? It was a bit much.
Yeah.
It was a bit much.
Yep. But
so we
10 pretty big full-size trees in the house?
No. There were varying sizes. We had
they were like 2 big trees, probably about 7.5 feet tall each. And then I had like a medium-sized tree, maybe about 4.5 feet tall. I think Arnie had the same. And then we each had miniature trees. And yeah, Pac Bell is a long time ago.
Yeah, Dances with Goofy. I actually worked for Pac Bell Internet, so I got the account for free.
Thanks for joining us.
Night.
Night to you.
Hey, R. Johns, how are you?
Welcome, R. Johns. Thank you for being here.
So,
Donna Jaworski, I love Donna.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Donna, I hope you had a good time tonight at the candlelight.
Keep up with your Facebook postings.
The number of trees that we had between 1999 and 2008 varied depending on what year it was and what we wanted to do as far as setup goes. But in 2008, Arnie bought a house. And that was the beginning of Pepper Tree Villa. It didn't have that name yet, but it was the beginning of what we now know as our forest. So that first year when Arnie and Doug had the house, they had purchased it. Oh, There's Megan. Have you talked about the 50th anniversary tree and the heath? Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
I wish we
Oh,
had.
yeah.
I wish we had. I was gonna see if I could dig up some of these old pictures and why we're talking. Actually,
I
post
know.
them.
I
But
know.
we didn't have time
So
today.
Mike Wheeler just posted saying, if you're going to do anything, if we want to see your Christmas trees and decorations and crafts with PTV, please mark your pictures online as hashtag PTV Christmas. You can do that on Instagram or Twitter.
Okay.
We would love to see your Christmas decorations.
It's
Yes,
not a
absolutely.
competition.
Nope.
Just when you
There is no one clear winner.
no.
Good
What
night.
you want to decorate for Christmas is your personal thing. And we highly encourage anyone that wants to participate in any type of Christmas decorating to go all out as much as you want or as little as you want. As long as you're sharing the joy, that's all that matters.
So Megan, our niece, is asking a question. Have you talked about the 50th anniversary tree? This is a tree that I put together.
That was in 2005.
And
2005?
it was actually this
That
tree, this tree back here. It was all Disney ornaments, of course, that year. But I used gold lights, 2,500 gold lights.
satiny, kind of opaque gold lights that Target was selling.
Yeah, I've never seen those lights again.
No.
No,
It was great. I loved them. They were fantastic. We never had to turn the heat on that year in the room because the tree heated the room. It threw off that much heat.
Arnie wound the tree so tightly with lights that he was able to get 3,100 lights on that tree.
I thought it was 2,500. It was
No, it
3,100.
was 3,100. I remember that specifically.
It was a giant traffic cone. You can see it from outer space.
That's what Megan said.
Yep. Oh, it was.
That
It was
thing could be seen from
insane.
space.
That thing could be seen from space.
It was way, and I think it just you toned
Oh.
it down. It was 100% just
Look at that Megan
Disneyland.
saying, "Evening love to Kate Atwood." That's nice.
Oh, if I had, I'm sure you made the gold lame tree skirt, which we still have.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
We still have
right.
that tree skirt.
it was nice. She made the tree skirt, and we had a lot of gold ornaments, all from Disneyland that
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
We had a lot of 50th anniversary ornaments.
Now, at the same time in 2005, I wasn't living at the house at that time. I was out on my own somewhere, and I had an apartment where I had two trees, one in the living room and one in the bedroom. So even back then, my ornament collection had grown so much that I was able to do two full-size trees.
And then you were still living there where we were not cohabiting yet.
Right.
And Arnie had a narrow tree in the bedroom exactly where Ben's was. And in the same room where Ben is. And he had his big ginormous behemoth in the living room in the front window.
Orlando guy wants pictures of the gold tree, the golden tree.
I will.
We're gonna look. We are gonna look, and if we can
I have
find them-
video. When I was downloading all the video and the videotapes, there is video.
Oh, that's right. There's video.
There's
of the tree.
video.
So
There's video
Okay.
of the tree.
okay, so
I have to
we're
go
going to
through
be
all that.
doing
Throwback Christmas.
throwback.
Christmas.
Oh my
There you
God.
go. There's another episode
We
right
still have
there.
to
We're
try,
gonna
but
do
we
a
will do
throwback.
it.
We'll do a throwback
This
Christmas
tree.
video of the 50th anniversary Disneyland tree.
We'll do a smaller one of them here. And
So
we're going to
Orlando guy, that's a promise. We will do that.
we are going to do a 50th anniversary Walt Disney World. So it's going to have all four parks and everything out. It's not going to be this giant one because we don't have that many, but it's going to be a very big tree. And we'll get gold lights. I don't think we'll have the satiny ones, but we can find something else. But we'll be doing a Walt Disney World in 2021.
You could probably use like the amber lights like you have on the dining room trees.
It's going to be those are exactly what we're going to do on the dining room tree.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do for that. And it's going to be glowing.
We've got
and-
We've got someone excited about it.
So I think we might have the next. I think it will be one of these, or we just convert. You know what we'll do? The two dining room trees will be the 50th anniversary trees.
Yeah, we could put a 5 on top of one and a 0 on top of the other.
Yeah, so these are going to get nixed in 2001. They're not going to be traveled. They're going to be Walt Disney
2021.
In
2021. We're going to retheme these to Walt Disney World. Okay, that's done. I've planned that because we can't get rid of our
So
peppermint.
yeah, those
gingerbread.
lights, like Megan said earlier, those lights served us well. They went on to be used for fall decorations. They were used in her wedding.
Yep, they were used on the wedding.
They're still being used. Look at that. her little boy has 2 strands of those gold lights on his tree this year.
Okay, we need them,
Oh.
Megan, so we could borrow them for 1 year because we got to give them from 150th
Well,
anniversary.
We'll
from
have
another-
to get gold lights elsewhere. We'll
I
find it.
want the satiny ones, at least one string.
You know what? We can go online and find something that is suitable. Hey, Juan, welcome to the
All the
stream.
children get everything. Yes, we love you, Juan. Feliz Navidad.
So,
So-
that was 2005 that we did that tree.
Yeah,
Then
and
we
I had 2 trees in my place. So we've been doing multiple trees for quite a while, but it only exploded once Arnie and Doug got the house, which we now call Pepper Tree Villa.
And the story behind that, we got carpet in December 5th of 1989, brand new carpet, because we gutted this house. It was a foreclosure. It was a dump. Absolutely disgusting. We got carpet put in the living room, and I think it was, and I said, you know what? This house is still a mess.
It was a mess, but I
pitched a fit.
I told her,
I can't
"Doug,
stand it.
it's Christmas. I need a tree. I couldn't be in the house without a tree. Now, I had always wanted to have a house where I could put a tree in every room. I just didn't imagine that I would have 10 trees in one room.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Oh, there's more in this
I
one
wanted
room.
a tree. So
Jonathan, that's hilarious.
stealing Christmas lights. Shame on you, Grinch.
So I fought him, and I'm like, I mean, the carpet was not even 24 hours old. And he's like starting to get it out. And I'm like, fine, you do it. This was the only tree in a house that we haven't even technically moved in yet. We barely got any of our furniture in.
This is OMG. You guys need to make PTV to say, I want my PTV.
There's a lot that I need to do still.
Shep, we have been talking about you today.
We were watching
here,
the news.
watching the news, seeing the snowstorm out there.
There was a
in-
special story just on you about the news and the weather.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Everything's just so stormy up there in the Northeast. So we've been thinking about you. So yeah, we'll do okay.
One tree in 2008.
We will do one tree in 2008. One tree.
Then 2009 came, and I want to say we had
about 11 trees that year.
the one in the master bedroom was Mousehead.
Was that a mouse head tree the whole time?
Yeah, that was in 2008.
That's because I already had so many mousehead ornaments, and then Doug had his collection. We merged them, so now we have over 600 mousehead ornaments.
Okay.
The crystal tree this is a third version of the actual tree, but we had the crystal tree always there since 2008. We always had Martha / Nostalgia. And the kitchen, we always had one underneath in the village. So nostalgia, crystal.
Yeah, that one was interesting because the village wasn't completed yet at that point. Hallmark was still releasing those buildings for the village, but we still had a tree there.
4, 5.
That's right.
So we did about
5.
yeah, we did 5, 6 trees or so that year. And then every year we've just
The
been,
office had the donation was 8. It wasn't
every
many.
year we have been adding a tree here, a tree there. Sometimes we add 2 or 3 trees a year. Last year we had 25 trees. There is a video out there
that I out there.
on Pepper Tree Villa
Sounds
that
like
I
we're
posted of
confessing.
the 25 trees. It's called the Christmas Forest. So all 25 trees are featured in it, and it's got some music that you hear. Usually if you go down Main Street at Disneyland or at Magic Kingdom, you'll hear this music playing, and you'll hear that same music in the video.
The only difference this year is that we upgraded the grove that sits in the living room next to
Oh.
the Disney tree.
That is amazing.
That's
That was my kind of like, I
This
knew what
right
I
here.
wanted, and we ended up finding it down in Southern California. We
It's
got it.
actually very bright on camera. It looks beautiful.
Does it sparkle?
It does sparkle. You can see the lights twinkling in it. That is a grove of 3 alpine trees that we purchased this year at Hobby Lobby. And it was specifically designed to feature my collection of Hallmark Frosty Friends ornaments, which has been being collected for the last 36 years. My mom got me started on the first Frosty Friends ornament because it had a penguin on it. At the time, I was really into penguins on Christmas ornaments. And had it not been for that one ornament, I wouldn't have this ongoing collection. So the first in the series that I got was the 5th, which meant that there were 4 other ornaments previously that had been released that I didn't have. So I actually acquired those this year by some shrewd looking for Christmas ornaments in August when pricing isn't as cutthroat as it is in December.
Yeah.
So I was able to get them at a fairly decent rate. Now my collection is pretty complete, just like Ariel. But now I've got over 40 Frosty Friends ornaments on those 3 trees. And then we also have little white glitter balls that look like snowballs that fill out the tree.
Okay.
3 trees.
So Stacy is saying
We got to
I've
talk
got a
about the
question
rotating trees.
I have a question about the tree rotator that you guys use. Can I buy one at Walmart, or do you recommend something else better? When we do put up our tree, it must rotate now.
It has to be 7 to 7.5 feet or small. About
No. It can actually be shorter than that.
yes.
The
but
trees
can only go up to about.
It can
7
only
and a
go
half.
up to, I believe, the cutoff depending on the rotator you use. The
Yeah.
ones that we have, you can use a tree that's up to 8.5 feet. So that's pretty tall.
Look for high wattage, and
Yeah, you want the base to have a wattage of at least what, 2,000?
2,000 watts. What we'll do is either I'll take one morning or we'll do it. I'll find what I will buy since I'm super fussy and we want a particular one. We will put the link. We bought one at Wayfair a couple years back. Ben, when was the last one you bought yours?
The last one I bought was the one that's sitting under my tree, and that was purchased last year.
Okay, if you can find out what the link is for that one, and I'll find something. But there, Hobby Lobby sells one. We just haven't played with it yet to see what the wattage is and see how it rotates and what it is. And we will look into that one because that one's probably the most accessible for the peoples. They are out there, but let's just say you can't get like a humongous tree. And they are amazing. We have 3 trees in the house that rotate in 3 different rooms.
Megan, Hobby Lobby equals hashtag take all my money. And the Orlando guy says, OMG, the Frosty Friends ornaments are so collectible.
They're a very highly collectible.
I've got the complete collection now, and I'm very happy about that.
We can't move anything, but if we do a close-up, like I said, we're going to be doing a very close-up video, and it's going to go on and on and on.
And Stacy's asking if Donna or Megan have seen the Hobby Lobby commercial where the kid takes stuff to the pawn shop and decorates the tree for his mom. OMG.
Oh, don't, she'll cry. She's hormonal right now. That sounds cry. Go to the pawn shop just to decorate.
Okay, Megan's saying also Martha Stewart is BFFs with Snoop Dogg, so that's a mark in her favor because Snoop Dogg does a nature documentary that needs to be qualified as a national treasure.
It's really funny.
I agree. I totally agree.
Oh yeah, and he has an amazing cookbook. I think
so. The Orlando guy wants Amazon affiliate links for rotating stands.
I'll find to see if there is because I think there was one we bought on Amazon, but there is a particular one we looked for. So if you do see them, send it to Arnie or Ben. We'll do the research to say up or down because there is a particular way that we look for rotating tree stands. So we'll give you your blessing, but you just kind of Google it. Now, they're out there, but they're hard to find.
But next year, something that I think we will do is also do a comparison contrast of different rotating bases so that we can speak knowledgeably and do our recommendations for you. So if you want your tree to rotate, we'll make sure to recommend the right one.
We need to have that because I think this is happening way too many times. We need to go in an in-depth video on rotating tree stands, talk about the pros and cons, and it will do very well.
Yeah. So
did you look at the Apple commercial, the video of Nana?
Girl makes a video of their Nana.
Oh, don't tell Megan to say it again. She's gonna cry. I'm tired of seeing her cry.
So anyway, we started the rotating. When did we start the rotating base, Ben? Was that in 2005 or is that 6 or something like that?
I don't recall. I want to say it was before your gold beacon.
It may have been. And the reason why is because this tree, the Disney tree, has always rotated as far as I can remember.
I think it must have been 2002 2.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't 1 because things were just happening for all of us at
Yeah.
1. Maybe 2. I think it was started almost immediately. All of I can remember. It was the most fascinating thing. And then we bought one at Kmart in 2007, and it was a Martha Stewart brand. And
Yep. I just
So-
sent Arnie an image of the tree stand that I purchased last year, and it was I bought it in October of last year, so it'd be here in time to decorate in November. So I started putting up my tree, and I think I had one stand that had been used by Megan, so she used the new one that I brought, and then I was in 2017. She used that, and then I bought a new one for 2018. So she's got a new stand, I've got a new stand, and that's where we are on rotating stands, because Megan has her own as well. She fell in love with the rotating stand so much that she had to decorate the way we decorate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like Pam's comment about my stepdad was from the Netherlands. He would mix his St. Nicholas traditions into our Christmas. I love that.
Oh, I love the different, the blends of cultures.
Blue nose. Please hit the like button, everyone, but gently. Don't break your mouse or crack your phone screen.
Has that happened? I'm confused.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, everybody's talking about sad commercials computers that make everything cry.
Oh,
They are
oh.
intense.
Dear Lord.
Wait, Lena said something.
What did Lena say?
Just heard an alert.
Good night, Leanne.
About an armed person within the city limits, and we were to lock our doors and stay inside.
Oh my
Lena,
God.
Okay.
Lena, please stay safe. Please stay safe.
Turn off all the lights, but keep your computer on.
Yeah.
Everything happens.
Just shield the light from the outside so that no one
Yeah.
can see that you're watching PTV.
Why are people misbehaving out there in the world? Stop misbehaving.
So anyway,
No.
the rotating bases. We have 3 trees now that rotate in the Christmas forest here at Villa D. We have the Disney tree directly behind us. We have
Donna cries at everything. That's yeah.
We have our crystal tree, which we will do a broadcast with the crystal tree behind us at 1.2. And then Pat wants no more PTV crying streams.
Oh, last week you guys were all amazing. And
Wow.
The mouse head tree also, that one rotates. So we have 3 stands that rotate here at the villa.
If we alternate some of these trees, we could rotate.
There are just 2 trees that we can't rotate, and that's Martha, the nostalgia tree, and also our tall peppermint gingerbread tree. And that's just because they're both 9 feet tall, and it's supposed to be 8.5 or less.
7.5.
Hill Nation needs to rotate, but we need to find a different white tree for that.
Yeah.
Do you want a rotating tree for the Dalmatians?
Yes.
Okay.
So currently, I'll go ahead and explain the different trees that we have in the forest, and then eventually you'll see videos of all of them. In the room that we're in right now, you see 4 trees behind us. One is the Disney tree. Then there are 3 trees of the Grove. So that's 4. We have 2 trees directly up over here. Call those Morgan's trees. And Morgan's trees refers to, thank you, Doug.
No, these 2 over here. And then there's
Morgan's trees refers to the film The Most Wonderful Time of the Year on Hallmark, where Morgan puts a red light on the house, a single red light. And so we did that with those trees up there.
That's
We have a
cute.
single red light bulb on the trees. Then in front of us, we have 2 trees. Those are the travel trees. They flank the hutch in the dining room. And then off here to my right, we have 2 trees standing that flank Cinderella Castle, the Lego Disney Castle. And so those are the Lego trees. So that's 10 trees here in this room.
and it's a combined dining room, living room area. So we have physically 10 rooms, 10 trees, with the top of all the furniture having lights and other paraphernalia on it.
We also decorate the tops of the furniture.
And garlands on everything.
Yeah. So we have garlands.
And they all light up.
Also behind the Disney Castle, we have our Haunted Mansion tapestries. I think it was it Derek or Gregory, when they walked in the house on Saturday, they said, "Oh my goodness, we're walking into the Haunted Mansion."
Yeah.
Well, I want to wallpaper that room of the paper that's in the wall in
Yeah.
Haunted Mansion
Yeah,
maybe someday, but
Doug-
I have to get
Doug
custom
wants
wallpaper.
custom wallpaper, the same as the art gallery.
Oh dear.
And we can stretch room, but I just have to get a
He
custom
wants
made.
the stretching portrait wallpaper.
Because I mean, that wall can handle it. I think it'll look good.
So anyway, that's 10 trees in this room. Then we go to the kitchen. There are actually 2 trees in the kitchen. There's a tiny one on the counter, has about 20 ornaments on it with lights and everything, and Mickey Mouse antenna topper is the top of the tree.
Yep.
Then there's also the Hallmark miniature tree. That is almost 200 ornaments on a single tree. It only stands about 18 inches tall.
Hurry back, Mike.
It has a lot.
There'll be 3 in the kitchen this year.
Yes, there will be 3 in the kitchen.
And the third one is going to be decorated with pots and pans and utensils and cooking. PTV Christmas decoration show would be this year. I don't know if I had $1 for every time someone said that, we would be very, very wealthy.
Yeah.
Like a little place at Walt Disney World so we could fly as our little timeshare place. We're very private people, and sure, this is totally valuable to be on HGTV. I don't know. There's something about I'm not that.
I mean, I'm flattered by it.
I'm just not that. I just don't know if I can be on.
The way I look at it is that, yeah, we do a lot at your house decorating wise. However, it's not to the extreme that a lot of these other homes that you see on these types of shows on ABC or cable channels or whatever that they do, because they will go on and everything becomes Christmas, where you see people lining walls with wrapping paper and trees in bathrooms hanging upside down.
Or
there's so many trees in the house. They only have one little pathway, kind of like a hoarder would have. And by the way, you want to go to the bathroom? It's 7 trees on the left. It's like, it's just, there's too much in some of these homes.
Yeah, we're not to the extreme, even though it could be a candidate. It's just, this is a lot and done extremely tasteful, and we're not tooting our own horn, but we are. I mean, this is it's overdone, but it's done gracefully. I mean, as a designer, I know how to design, and I like everything hyper themed, but no, we're not as out. I mean, when you're on TV, they want sensationalism. They want over the top.
Up next, PTV does an outdoor light show set to music performed by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Yeah, not quite, Megan, not quite.
Believe me, the thought has crossed my mind, but I'd have to start setting up in July.
We're already right now with this year. We should have started in August. But not
the bathroom is not the 7 trees on the left. It's past the 7 trees. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for clarifying that.
When D&G came over for Friendsgiving on Saturday, they just got little bags, little gifts. I mean, this was not the whole point of us meeting, but they had a little something. So they said, where do we put these? And I said, we have 25 trees. Pick one. So they said, I'll just put it right over there on that one. I'm like, I just don't care. Find a tree and put something underneath it. We don't care. But that was funny because I said, where do we put this?
Jonathan, are you saying you don't have enough trees?
You want a corner tree if I could get rid of the crystal cabinet, but we just don't have any room for all those collectibles. I would put a giant one in the hallway.
Past the swirly twirly gumdrops.
We do have swirly twirly gumdrops.
Yeah. Okay.
That's an ornament.
So that's 2 in the kitchen. So that's a total of 12 so far. There are 6 trees in the family room. There is the nostalgia tree and the gingerbread peppermint tree. Those both stand 9 feet tall. The crystal tree stands 7.5 feet tall. So that's 3. Then we have 3 small alpine trees in the Disney Village.
Mm-hmm.
The Disney Village is a collection of buildings that represent Main Street at Disneyland. And that collection is Ben's. Want to tell them about that story, Ben?
Which collection?
The Sears
story.
Ceramic building.
Yeah. Back in the mid 90s, when I was living in Southern California, a friend that I no longer associate with gave me a gift of a ceramic Sleeping Beauty castle that had been released by Sears. And inside the castle packaging, there was a little booklet that was a miniature catalog of all the pieces of a collection to that would have like an entire representation of Main Street buildings from Disneyland. And I thought to myself, you know what? I would love to have that collection sometime. Well, jump 20 some odd years later, and Arnie and Doug are in Southern California in an antique mall, and they come across one of those buildings. And
no, it's the Christmas tree.
you saw the
We saw the Christmas tree.
Okay, we saw the Christmas tree, and then I saw the castle.
And then she came by and she goes, "Oh, I have all of them. I have every single piece." We texted you or called you right there and sent you a picture. And I thought you just came unglued. And he said, "Just grab him, buy it. Just get him. We'll deal with and transfer the money later."
Yep.
And it was instantaneous.
Yeah.
And we were schlepping these like from Southern California.
I don't even remember how much they cost.
It just doesn't matter.
It didn't matter because at that point I had access to the complete collection, which is what I wanted. And because at the time I didn't have a place to display the village, I put them over to the villa, and they do a beautiful job of displaying the buildings in an alcove over their television and entertainment center.
Now, before that, we always had something up there since 2009 because in the late 90s or early aughts.
Okay, I want to stop there right there.
Studio 54.
Simply because the Orlando guy brought up a very good point. People really don't understand the true artistry in decorating a tree. Theme, color, texture of ornaments, placement of ornaments, balance of lights, all combined to create a look for a tree.
Are you a designer, Orlando guy? Because honestly, I'm a graphic designer and I use all that terminology, but in my world, we use that same thing. It's called the 5 elements of good design. It's shape, space, color, texture, and lines. So as a designer, I have to consider everything that I design. Does it have a sense of texture, line to it? Well, I add a 5th element because of fonts, so typography. So there's actually the 6 elements of good design. And I put that on all of our design. When I do anything, I always make sure it's hyper design.
I like Megan's comment about her presence in camouflaged. It's brilliant, Megan. I like that.
Yeah, she goes for the earthy brown look.
Did you see what Mike just below her it says? They can make a talking pickle for people that are blind because they have them for Easter eggs. That's just a thought.
Let's see. Then we have Orlando guys, and people really don't understand the true artistry. So yeah, that is such a true thing.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your story. We're
No,
talking about the village.
Oh, back when did you buy the Department 56 or Studio 54 ones of Walt Disney World?
Studio 54.
I call it Studio 54. Probably 90% of these people not here probably were not born or know what Studio 54 was.
When I was living in Southern California, there was a store called Stats, and it was a hobby store. It had about 3 locations in the Southern California region. They were doing a sale on their Department 56 buildings. And I took advantage of it at that time and bought the entire collection of Disney buildings. And they had one from Main Street at Disneyland, and the rest were from Florida, Magic Kingdom. They had the buildings of Liberty Square, and they also had the Christmas shop that was in Fantasyland, right outside the castle. So there were 6, 7 buildings. They never continued the collection. It was actually discontinued, which is why all of them went on sale. So when they were discontinued, I thought, I'll just grab them.
Hey, Christy, welcome.
Christy's Corner, thank you for joining.
So that was the first building.
But those buildings were the first village.
There for... Well, this village has been up there. I think this is the 5th or 6th Christmas.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, because we started using
before that. Now we've had the house here for 11 years now, 12th Christmas, but we've only done 11 Christmases now, full blown. So we probably had that village up there about 4 or 5 times, and now we just use Ben's village because it's just more appropriate. It's all Disneyland.
He doesn't have the room, and plus, why not? And so we do, why not share what you have? And it's like, okay, I have a little bit here, you have the room, take it over there, and vice versa. We do the same thing. It's like, so you can combine. So this is not just one person. This house is a combination of like three people's, three collections on and off, because you have the Frosty Friends there, which are quite amusing.
So I've talked about the 18 trees so far. 19th tree is a snowman tree in the guest bathroom, which we call the Oasis, but this time it becomes the snowman bathroom.
Yeah.
There are 3 trees in the master bedroom. So that's 22. There's the mouse head tree. There is the train tree, which is nothing but train ornaments, mostly from Hallmark.
Over 4 feet high on that.
Yeah. And of course the topper is a conductor hat for the red car trolley, Mickey's conductor hat. So let's see, 22 trees. Yeah, and the other one is another miniature tree with more Hallmark miniature ornaments. I have 3 miniature trees with Hallmark miniatures like that. 4 if you include the one in the village of the Disney Village above the TV.
That would be fair.
So that's trees, 22 trees. The 23rd tree is in the hall. That is a miniature tree also with the Hallmark ornaments. Then we have 2 trees in the Mickey room. One is the Dalmatians tree. It's a white tree. It's a pencil. It
could be bigger.
It has 101 Dalmatians, 101 black spots, and each of those black spots has a Disney pin, and then Cruella sits on top like an angel. So that's 25 trees. Mickey. The Mickey tree is also in there in the Mickey room. So we have nothing but Mickey Mouse ornaments on that one. So that's 25 trees. Tree number 26 is new this year for its theme, and that is the YouTube tree. As people have been sending us Christmas ornaments throughout the year, Donna, that includes the ones that you sent us for our mail call that we had. We have all those ornaments on the YouTube tree. That's in the office. So, and then we also made some ornaments for that tree.
Yeah.
So,
the offices need some loving, and we have all next year to do with it. It does now, but
we're not happy with the size or type of the tree. It'll be bigger eventually. We have to get it there.
But it's the office, and I need a particular amount of room, and I want a particular amount of tree. We want to do it a little bit different. Or if I had one of those Evergleam aluminum pom-pom Christmas trees, the silver ones that each tip had a pom-pom, and it was all these poles, and they're made by the company Evergleam. I do want a retro 1960s official inbox aluminum Christmas tree.
Yeah. We just don't have that one yet. I'm getting a new office space for my YouTubing and crafting. I need you to come and decorate it.
Oh, okay. I'm good with space and shape and design and usefulness. It's all about container stores and
Captain Akron, 26 and counting.
So 26 was the one on the nightstand in the master, and then the 27th will be.
Now we're going to be decorating a 27th tree.
Yeah, and if the lights are too much for it, they're going to lay on top of the refrigerator.
It's going to go on top of the refrigerator in the kitchen. It's going to be a kitchen appliance utensil tree.
Mm-hmm.
We have utensils. We have utensils. We have pots and pans. We also have like miniature kitchen appliances that can go on this tree. So it's going to be a kitchen appliance utensil tree. That will be definitely.
Hi, Charlie.
Charlie, good to see you.
Wow, everybody's up so late.
And Megan, Mama Ketzel, your witchery is on point tonight. We were just talking about you. That's true. We were.
What is the sorcery?
What's said?
So that's what we have. We will be doing a walkabout, and we will show you it, because right now we're just talking about it, and like, oh, why you guys are not doing it? Because it's one of those things. If we walked around, we'll get you guys sick. We need a gimbal with it.
Yeah,
and
I'll be doing that eventually, but we'll do that with the phone, and we'll probably do it as I don't know if we'll do it as a live stream or if we'll actually just make a video.
But what we have to share though is that the multiple trees doesn't just end at Pepper Tree Villa.
Mm-hmm.
My house, I call Pepper Tree Villa Annex. We have, let's see, 1, 2, three, four, five, five five trees in my house, possibly six coming. And then that is also siphoned off onto our niece and nephews. Megan has 2 trees in her house, one in her living room, which is stunning. And her little boy, who is only 6.
The boys' room.
Everywhere he goes, he's thinking about what kind of souvenir he can get from where he went that he can put on his Christmas tree.
Wow.
So we've already instilled that into him.
Yeah.
Our nephew, who just got married this past October, has 2. They have their main tree and a Star Wars tree. And the Star Wars tree is really awesome. It's topped with a Death Star that plays 2 different theme songs from the Star Wars soundtrack. It's really, really cool tree. But that's, when you think about it, overall, how many does Jeff have? This is our friend Jeff.
He has a little one.
No. Jeff Branna.
Petzel.
No. Jeff Branna is our friend. He's asking about our nephew, Jeff.
Yeah. Petzel.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, I believe, only has 1. But
it'll be real. They're the only ones who are having a real tree.
I think they're having a real tree this year.
Yeah. So they're going to get it a little bit later, and that's all.
Juan Rodriguez is enjoying pickup sticks while he watches. I am so jealous. I love pickup sticks. It's been so long since I've been to pickup sticks.
Oh, I'm enjoying some pickup sticks. Is that game where you have to pick up all those?
No, it's a Chinese restaurant.
But it's a Chinese. It's a fast food Chinese restaurant. So it's in Orange County. It's delicious.
Yeah, it is.
So Sherry's confirming yes.
Hey, Rachel, welcome.
And then yes, there's tons of Hallmark miniature trees. You guys have those. So you guys have a lot of little trees that are littered throughout. You have your Pooh tree, your miniature tree, her Tinkerbell tree. So yeah, is this a disease, sickness, or an addiction?
I've also got a couple of wreaths that I'll be featuring in my own bedroom. One of which is going to be featuring the 7 Star Wars ornaments from Hallmark that have been released over the last 3 seasons. This ornament is one of them.
So cool.
Now,
awesome TIE fighter.
Look at the size of my hand next to this ornament. I mean, this is a big, big ornament. And all 7 of them are kind of like this. It's a really, really cool collection. I've got a Death Star ornament.
Oh, that one.
I know.
And all 7 of these ornaments work together to create a show. It's an interactive show. Once you push a button, one of the ornaments comes to life, and then they all start talking to each other with little lights and little pew, 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 pew. It's really, really cool show.
This is an interesting one. The Orlando guy has asked, have you done an episode on your most prized ornaments? I am so glad you asked that. Next week.
It's next week.
This is next week. We are going to be doing our episode of PTV Live is going to be a show and tell episode.
Of our top 3.
It's going to be show and tell of ornaments. So everyone out there, we may be asking you to join our broadcast next week.
We'll get you on.
We're going to be doing a show and tell. And by the way, Shep, I'm talking to you. Shep, I hope you're still there.
So we are going to do that. What was I thinking? The same thing? What did I just say? Because I say a lot of things and don't remember.
Yeah, Doug does do a lot of that.
I don't understand. I'm very confused. So confused. So we will do this. Okay. We're going to do show and tell.
Shep, we want you to be part of show and tell.
So miniature Goofies, Karate Goofy, or whatever you have, anything ornaments like that, and even children's. I don't care. It doesn't have to be Disney. Because I think everything I have is non-Disney.
And Megan says, I know what my favorite ornament is. And Kay is saying, Ben, is one of yours the first Frosty Friends ornament?
No, actually the Frosty Friends, while I think it's a really cute collection and all that, it doesn't even fall into my top 10 favorite ornaments. So I'll have to pull some ornaments from some of my trees to show you what I'm talking about when I talk about favorite ornaments.
It's going to be hard, but actually very
It's really, really difficult to pull that down. But
Yeah.
I'm going to put it out there too. The Orlando guy, if you're interested in being on our show and tell show next week, just send us a private message and we'd love to include you. Make sure that you can show your favorite ornaments, your most prized ornaments in your collection.
We are known for our show and tells, that's for sure. We have a reputation out there, and I guess it's still ringing out in the YouTube land.
Yeah.
They might be homemade, as in made this week.
You know, I can see where this is going.
That would be completely awesome.
He's going to probably make them while he's live. Look.
But come on.
So
he makes everything.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
No,
the guy's brilliant.
Yeah, because that was what we're definitely going to do. Oh, yeah. It's going to be hard, but it's going to be easy. But we're going to have show and tell because we're known for our show and tells. And yes, the ornaments are definitely going to be because, you know, everything we have is cherished, but you always have those few things that if I had to pick the one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely going to have to be very, very thoughtful as to which ornaments we present.
Yes.
And if we're going to have a few guests popping up like we did for Thanksgiving, what we're thankful for, and we're going to have other people, we can't just be hogging it. So I think our top three.
Yep. Top three, absolutely.
So, because if we're going to have other people pop in and then they come in and I want everybody's. Oh yeah, see, our show and tells.
We're definitely
having one.
We'll advertise it. We'll make sure that people know show and
I
tell's
have
coming.
some made of my girls. Yes, perfect. That's exactly the.
Oh, that's great, Donna. Perfect. That's exactly the kind of stuff we would love to see. So if you also want us to see your ornaments,
hi Jim,
of comfort and joy, everybody.
Hi, Jim.
More Sunshine, please. Thank you for joining.
And it could be the most recent one that you went to Walt Disney World or Disneyland. You got the ornament with your family of 2 years, and that's like the book because you never went.
And
that's your first ornament.
We would love to have you also show us your ornaments, even though you're not going to be on show and tell, or you might not want to do that, or show us anyway. Please take a picture of it, post it on your social media, tag it, #PTV Christmas, and we'll be able to see all of those. And we can share those pictures with everyone next week during our show as well.
25, not 20 give.
Yeah. I understand that. It comes from a long, long history of reading texts and emails that are auto-corrected. So I kind of got that, Donna. So no worries.
So yeah,
I'm so slow.
So yeah, we want to do the show and tell. So anyway, that's all we have for the Christmas forest.
We will be doing videos. We love you guys. I want to see. Donna wants to have what's called like a U-log loop, where we're gonna set the camera on it and just let it rip.
Yeah, well,
and we'll do it in different sections. So we'll have like 5 minutes of 3 minutes of rotating one way, and then 3 minutes rotating because it's one of those we got to put the camera and have a couple of hours of it, and we will try to find some non-copyrighted Christmas music. We have a fantasy that we're definitely going to be writing our own Christmas music, but
not for this year.
It will not be this year. It just with a lot of things, it's like no. But we will. That's the ultimate goal, and then we'll strip out the music and then put the music we want. But there's a lot of useful Christmas stuff, so it might be the same thing over. And we will. But if it's something that you just want to stare at and live vicariously from us, because we have so much that we need to share it for you all, because I can't enjoy this all myself.
I absolutely love that. Mar just found her original 65-year-old Christmas stocking in my mom's cedar chest.
Oh wow,
that's amazing.
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Because
Mark, take a picture and post it on social media and tag it #PTV Christmas. We'd love to share that with all of our villagers.
Mar, we're going to do our best to find music that we can use for streaming, so we'd love to do that.
It's basic jingle bells, stuff that's public domain.
So yeah, But the thing is that we want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to show us their Christmas ornaments.
Yeah, if we can get you live, there'll be probably a few people who you want to do. If not,
yeah, just tag it
and dashing through this. No, to the fella. We're raining like crazy. So we're and rain. We don't get snow here.
Yeah, there was this one town here, one place here in California that just got 11 inches of rain.
We're poor, so no. I deleted all my emails. I had probably like 200 coming in say bye.
Yeah,
I actually said no. We have to really watch it.
Some people have time to do that at work. I have no time at all to do that. I worked through lunch today. That's how busy I was today, and I actually stayed an extra half hour after work. And I still didn't get everything done that I need to get done. I walked in 3 days behind. So
that I wish I did. I just didn't want to be tempted, and there was really nothing I need to do. I'm not. What do we need to have?
8
There's
inches
necessity.
of snow in the Northeast.
That's why you were on the news. That's why they did a special report on Shep family because they talk about how much new snow we had, and we thought of you. As long as we don't play the worst Christmas songs, it's simply having a wonderful time of the year.
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Okay, Juan, you couldn't have been more right about that.
We want to give you a big old hug.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we hate that song. It's horrible.
Oh, Stacy, I was just shopping while listening to you guys stream.
Oh, here I'm telling her we're no. But
actually, right now we are in the midst of the biggest push for Cyber Monday. Most money is spent between the time of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m.
right
on the East Coast.
A lot of places.
So this is the prime time when people are spending the most money for Cyber Monday.
Wow.
More people are going to be spying more later right now in the U.S. And they're extending they're pumping up even the prices even more later on today.
Earlier, just a few minutes ago, Mar mentioned Christmas stocking. I'll have to show you our Christmas stockings a little more up close again here on PTV.
Yeah,
Live,
we can't do it right now. We can go on forever.
Because
I wanted to show them.
We each have homemade stockings in here at the villa. Ben made his, and then I made the ones for Doug and me.
I'll be at Ross Store tomorrow to use my senior citizen. You're not old,
Arnie.
Yes,
we could feature the stockings in a video all by itself.
That's what I'm saying. We have to do it.
Yeah,
like homemade decorations, because there's homemade decorations, then there's homemade ornaments, and it could be just also vintage decorations. So I want cherished decorations like candle holders or some kind of like ceramic something. I'm looking for those too.
So Jim just did a little thing here. Jim, just make sure that your son's not watching our show.
VR and me is kind of not a huge. I like it, but I can't because I get
just
nauseous.
got our son the Oculus Rift VR headset.
Oh, I bet he's
considering that Jim's son is usually participating in his videos, and Jim just says, "I brought the boy with me wherever he's going."
Yeah.
He's probably focused more on more Sunshine Please content than he is on anything else.
By the way, Jim, we adore your son.
I love him.
We love seeing him in your videos.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, the greatest children. I mean, everybody has great children. What you share. The Shep has the definitely the football team or the baseball team. He has the litter.
I think it's fantastic.
When you start having more than one at the same time, it's a litter.
Yeah. My goodness. Oh, wow.
Okay. So ours is on Halloween next year. Okay, Disney Nerd Herders. Ours is on Halloween. My son doesn't even watch my videos. That's so typical. He lives with you. And right now, you guys are not cool.
Even the videos he's in.
So we'll be doing decoration, but ornaments next.
By the way,
and then I have no idea.
Let's see. I need to make Jim a mod. He's not a mod on our channel yet. Jim, I'll be fixing that because I actually would like you. If someone could drop a link for Jim's show tomorrow night in our in the chat, I'd really appreciate that. It's going to be Five Foolish Mortals open house.
ABCD. That's all I remember. Or you can give numbers. I even forgot their names.
Right.
Yo in the blue shirt.
So tomorrow night's show for More Sunshine Please, it'll be starting a half an hour earlier than normal. And he'll be talking about a lot of different holiday themed topics. And it will be featuring an open house style of video presentation where those of us who are starting to participate in Five Foolish Mortals, Jim is part of the offshoot of that team. And I'm participating on behalf of Pepper Tree Villa. But I won't be on at the very beginning because I'll still be on the clock at the office when the time Jim's show starts. So I'll be coming in about an hour into the show or so.
Thank you, Lena, for dropping that link. Appreciate that. Let's see.
Jeff from Dolip Dad.
Jeff Dolip Dad was saying last night how Paul and his wife put one of his videos on their TV and she skipped the ad. He asked her, "What are you doing? That's your money." It's true. It's true. Oh, thank you, Shep. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, Ganip. Oh my gosh, Ganip.
Oh, I loved Ganip.
Yeah.
I don't know what Ganip. I'm confused.
It was a tabletop game that had to do with balls and pushing buttons and making the balls go onto the other side. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Are you serious, Juan?
The best we can play. No. Okay. I'm just going to put it out there. The most wonderful time of the year. That's my best favorite Christmas song. That's secular.
Okay. That's also up there with the other one. And people probably hate me, but I also don't like Baby It's Cold Outside.
Yeah. Well, Walt of oh my God. Mouse Talk. Thank you. Walt of Mouse Talk would agree with you on that song.
See,
that's his favorite song too.
It is my favorite song.
It's an amazing song.
In fact, I think it's a ringtone that you have on your phone, but it's not assigned to me. Yours is the dogs barking jingle bells.
Yep.
When I call you.
Yep. Oh, we love Dean Martin.
Oh, I love Dean Martin.
Oh gosh, yes.
And I love Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra because they play the loungy
the
martini Christmas music.
Our favorite Dean Martin one is Marshmallow World.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's drunk and it just makes you want to have a martini and just sing along because Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra, we call them the smoky lounge music where you can when you listen to it, you have to have a drink in your hand.
Yeah, one thing that we have also, okay, thank you so much. And we'll see you next week. Okay, one thing that we also do when we're
bad,
when we have
absolutely
when we have the Christmas forest on display, Ben, you do music lists. You do playlists of music. Want to talk a little bit about that music?
For Christmas?
Yes. Talk about your collection.
Geez, where do I start?
Oh yeah, you can't forget the Smokes.
Let me see something here. I've got everything on my phone here. Let me see if I can find something here. Let's see. Genre, Christmas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 23, 25, 27, 29. Okay, I'm already over 40 albums and I'm just into the C's.
Yeah.
So I've got lots and lots and lots of Christmas music listed on my phone. And I wish there was some way that is there a way for me to find out how long it would take to listen to every song listed Christmas wise on my phone?
There is on your phone. I don't know. You have to show the playlist in iTunes on your computer.
Yeah.
And when you do that, it'll give you the total of how many days it would take to play the music.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in the iTunes.
Juan Rodriguez.
I've got another laptop with my music on it. I'll be right back. I'll find out.
Juan Rodriguez, Disneyland Main Street Christmas music they play on the loop is the best. It always warms me up. I love it. Juan, I love it too. As a matter of fact, some of our Christmas videos that I've posted last year for the villa plays music from Disneyland's Main Street Christmas music collection. So I really love a lot of them. Oh, and then Here is the Orlando guy. Okay. Frank Sinatra plus Bing Crosby.
Yeah. Bing Crosby is Christmas. He's Christmas.
How can you anyone not like White Christmas? Now, my cousin Diana, she likes the song White Christmas. She does not like Bing Crosby's arrangement simply because he whistles.
I like it.
Okay, my laptop's being a little fussy right now.
Mike Wheeler. I wanted to join in on the club of cool, the Clue Club.
In the Cool Club.
Come on. It's not allowing me to get out of movie mode here.
Well, Disneyland Christmas exit music is so awesome and sentimental. I totally agree.
Disney, I think outside of their visuals, they have the hallmark of making perfect music for everything in scores. I think Disney, they master music.
Now, when I was singing years ago in our church, when we had our music pastor came from Southern California, it was wonderful. Some of the orchestra, we would hire an orchestra for Christmas, and he would have these arrangements done by an orchestrator by the name of Bob Krogstad. Now, Bob Krogstad may not sound like a name you've never heard, but I know you've heard his music before because he did most of the arrangements for Candlelight Processional. And so some of those songs, some of that music would end up in our church service because David Leesma knew Bob Krogstad when he worked at the Crystal Cathedral in Southern California.
And Sandy Patty.
And so he would have a lot of music coming in, and it was amazing to hear some of that music. It was just fantastic. Loved it.
Love Harry Connick Jr. And also he just dropped a new album this week or last week. It was Michael Blah Blah Blah. He just released a new Christmas song, and I like Michael Blah Blah Blah. Blah Blah Blah. I don't know his name. Michael Blah 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 Blah. It's just blah blah blah.
So
it's supposed to be really good. I only heard 2 of his songs, and he's an excellent singer.
And then Blue Nose is asking, has anyone heard the story of the Cinnamon Bear? It's a great adventurous Christmas story.
Actually, I have not. I'll Google it.
Oh my gosh. My laptop is not cooperating with me.
And Mar, in the storage at my house in Ohio, I have some old Firestone Christmas albums. I've heard some of them on YouTube.
Yeah, they're on YouTube. I found them.
Fantastic.
Yep. Yeah, they're hysterical.
And that is what Sam calls it, Michael Bubble.
Michael Bubble Blah. Will Ferrell, Michael C. Riley remade the music. Oh, really? I could see where that could be go really good or go really bad.
Yep.
I'm just rebooting my.
Oh, yeah. The Pentatonics, they're perfect.
Anything by Pentatonics. Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Oh, there was another group out there. If you've never heard of these albums, do a search for an album called An Evening in December. It's a group called First Call. You will not be disappointed.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
All the music is a cappella, just like Pentatonics. Just brilliant arrangements. They're from the mid-'80s, I believe, is when those albums came out.
I have a Christmas
mid to late '80s. They did 2 albums of that.
I have a Christmas album, nothing but handbells done to Christmas music. Christmas music handbells, which is amazing.
Who did that one? Who said that?
Who?
You said handbells.
I'm just saying I like handbells.
Oh.
So I have an album. I'm just talking about handbells.
Okay.
Everybody knows what handbells are. They're like the most amazing thing ever. So I think it has, they get really big and they do get a little toned down.
He mentioned.
Okay, I got it. I have almost 7 gigs of music attributed to Christmas in my iTunes. And if I were to play every single item, it would take 3.5 days.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Marty McCall is Marty McCall.
Marty McCall. Yes, Marty McCall, Bonnie Keene, and Melanie Tunney. And rounding out the quartet that did the music on An Evening in December was David Maddox, the music arranger.
Yeah.
So Orlando got, oh my gosh, someone else has finally heard of First Call. Orlando
We
guy,
like this Orlando guy.
Yeah,
Who is he? I like you.
I'm a big fan.
Have you been? Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does great videos.
Oh, he does.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Orlando
I
guy does great
try.
stuff.
If you have not subscribed to the Orlando guy, please do so. He's really fun.
Yeah, he is fun. Great stuff.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all we have for tonight.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
8:30.
it
We
is.
love you all, and we
So,
got a little off topic
Ben,
there.
what do you have this week coming up on Life with Ben?
I have to decide.
Okay, because I know you've had a couple of choices of what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I've got like 3 videos, raw content that's ready to go. I just need to decide which one I want to post.
Yeah, and I have got some raw content as well. So yeah, definitely.
We're up in our eyeball of jam right now. The kitchen's a huge mess right now.
We've been making a lot of jam, so
Yeah.
doing that. But I want to get some video edits done. Yeah, that's about it. So everyone, thank you so much for participating.
This was fun.
This was a lot of fun. It
So
went
you
in
will see all of
it
this.
went in directions I didn't expect, which was fantastic.
Blame Rob Fuzz on Disney Plus. He doesn't get over it.
It's a half an hour until the 3-week anniversary. So anyway, that's our show for tonight. We are going to show you the rest of the forest. I will give you good close-ups of it. And Donna, specifically for you, I want to make sure
We're going to do a
we
private video
do-
for her.
I want to do like a 3-hour video of our trees so you can actually watch the trees as up close and personal as you can. And then have music in the background as well.
Well, we want to do that little
wait a minute,
clip
wait a minute.
for just
By the
for
way,
her.
the bestest Christmas hymn in the past few years is Cradle Hymn, Kim Andre Arneson. YouTube it and it will make you cry. Oh, thank you so much for
Okay.
that hint. And oh, great. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for dropping Orlando Guy's channel.
Oh,
Everyone,
wow.
please go subscribe to the Orlando Guy.
That was weird.
It's got great stuff. Just great fun content. So that is about it for tonight for PTV Live. I'll be back tomorrow for an episode of Daily Dose at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And Ben, you've got your show coming up. When does that post?
Thursday morning, 10 a.m. East, 7 Pacific.
Fantastic. And it's
But
gonna-
Donna, we have something a little special for you for showing, but it's going to be a quick little video that we're going to do privately and send it to you.
So we have some videos coming up this week. Of course, we've got our live streams, but Ben has Life with Ben. And then we're also going to do our best to get his other Christmas videos up as we can. It's just a matter of time to get those edits done. So
It's
Life gets in the way.
you can't, you cannot
Stacey.
plan for it.
no, Stacey, that would be awesome. I hope you could find them because it would be great to have you on the show. But yeah, next week, stay tuned. We're going to be doing show and tell. And then the week after that, we're going to be doing the Taste of Christmas. Remember we did the Taste of Fall with all of our pumpkin spice and maple offerings. We're going to be doing a Taste of Christmas. So be paying attention to that. That will be 2 weeks from tonight on PTV Live.
So
And next week is show and tell.
So show and tell ornaments, and then the next week after that is the food thing. Oh wow!
You're very
Thank you so much. I'm
Glad
glad you enjoyed the stream. We have a lot of fun with talking about Christmas.
You're
And
very,
Patrick,
all you guys
you're
are very welcome.
everyone, thank you
for
so
spending
much.
your time with us and
Yeah,
hearing us
absolutely.
ramble, because
Donna, I can't wait. Taste of Christmas.
oh yeah, that we need a couple weeks to prepare so we could go shopping.
Yeah.
I
Just-
promise that not everything's going to go
Just
back.
so that you have a heads up of what we're going to do. We're going to be buying a lot of our foods at Trader Joe's, and
we saw some stuff at Sprouts.
We saw
for
some stuff
sure.
at Sprouts as well. So we'll get some stuff at Trader Joe's, Sprouts, probably Target, to round out a lot of the fun tasting that we've done.
I almost threw up at the pumpkin spice one. it was a bit much. I got to the point where it was just like, with there's a scene at The Simpsons where Marge is talking to Homer, and Homer's trying to listen to Marge, and he's staring at her, but in his brain, the camera goes to his brain, and all you hear is beep. While Marge's mouth is going like this. That's what pumpkin spice did to me.
Thank you, Judy.
And yeah, Lena, we love
I
Trader
heart
Joe's.
Trader Joe's, and I also love Costco, but Trader Joe's more.
Yeah, I have a friend that works at Trader Joe's on the East Coast, and he just loves working there too. So,
And then the West Coast, and it's probably partially in the Midwest, but it's a West Coast thing. We have another one I call the Frugal Hoosier, but it's called Winco. But we love our grocery store. It has amazing prices.
oh, great, thank you. Yes, Stacy, top 3 ornaments.
Top 3.
So yeah,
And if you want to,
if you're interested in joining
send
us,
the links.
please send me a private message, and I'll see if we can't get you on the show next week to show you, so you could share your top 3 ornaments that are not necessarily expensive. The 3 ornaments that really just mean the most to you.
handmade, or that one trip, your first time ever on the cruise with your family, and it was a memorable trip, and you got that cruise ornament. I want like the most intense story, almost like Thanksgiving deep, where it can be a sickness, it can be a happiness. I got this during this, and thanks for the shout out, guys. Remember that. Oh yeah, do you want? Can you send that on it? Because I don't want to screen capture this, but I want to look at the cradle hem, but I won't remember it. But if you can, we'll remember something.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, again, thank you for all your time and spending it with us. You guys are amazing. All the questions you guys got. I do have notes. We do have stuff written down of stuff. We know about the tree stand. We know we got to do a lot of stuff. We will honor it, and we will give everybody what they want, because what people want, we will give.
Okay.
You're laughing?
Yeah, just what people want, we will give.
Well, why not? Don't put content out there that no one's going to watch.
Absolutely.
Like Disney, they do surveys for a reason. All of a sudden,
Yeah, by the way, anyone, I just want to let you know, if you have not yet, again, if you're not subscribed to the Orlando Guy, he's almost at 150 subscribers. So go subscribe to him.
he has a cute little graphic.
Yeah,
I wonder, does he drew that?
No, it's his icon.
I don't know. Is that did he actually draw him, or is that just a normal looking guy?
He has an animated sequence that features his little characters. So yeah.
Yeah.
Groovy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stacy, yes, that does include the stuff in the maker room. You will be seeing that stuff. So
everything.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining tonight for PTV Live. I've been Arnie.
And I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
And you've been watching PTV Live on Pepper Tree Villa. We will see you tomorrow on the Disney YouTube network. For us, will be the Daily Dose of Disney at 6 p.m. And then at 7 p.m., don't forget, Jim of More Sunshine Please will be hosting his show where he's featuring 5 Foolish Mortals open house.
Okay.
So we'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Have a great evening and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Love you all.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you so much. Bye-bye.
Good night.